Hello and welcome to this week's episode of AWS Cloud Bytes News. I'm your host Bhavesh Kumar. Friends, if you like these videos, please share, subscribe, and click the notification bell icon for future updates. Also comment on topics you want me to cover. Let's look at the first news. The first news is coming from Amazon EC2 M1 Mac instances. So AWS has announced preview of new EC2 M1 Mac instance. Last year, they started introduction of Mac instances as an option to build an EC2 instance. You can look at the instance family here, which is Mac 2, and then you have different instance types. This preview will allow you to access machines built around Apple design M1 chip, and developers building for iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and Apple TV will also benefit from faster builds. The EC2 M1 Mac instances deliver 60% better price performance over x86-based EC2 Mac instances for iPhone and Mac app build workloads. Moving on to the next news headline. The next news headline is coming from Amazon SageMaker Studio Lab. It's a free service in preview. You can look at the homepage where you can see you can request a free account for experimenting and learning machine learning. You can create an account over here. So these are the screenshots from Amazon SageMaker Studio Lab. It's a free service that enables anyone to learn and build with ML without having an AWS account, credit card, or cloud configuration knowledge. So Studio Lab is based on open source Jupyter Lab, and it gives you free access to AWS compute resources to quickly start learning and experimenting with machine learning. Studio Lab is also simple to set up, and in fact the only configuration that you have to do is one click to choose whether you want to have a CPU or GPU instance for your project. So pretty good service. It's in preview. Please do create an account and try to learn if you're interested in machine learning. Moving on to the next news. The next news is an addition of a new pillar in AWS well-architected framework. We already know that AWS well-architected framework includes pillars such as operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization. And there is a video that I already did, and I will add a link to that where these pillars are explained. AWS has introduced a new pillar called Sustainability Pillar. This is to help organizations learn, measure, and improve their workload using environmental best practices for cloud computing. So the Sustainability Pillar contains questions aimed at evaluating the design, architecture, and implementing your workload to reduce the energy consumption and improve their efficiency. The pillar is designed to be used as a tool to track your progress towards policies and best practices that support a more sustainable future and not just a simple checklist. So I would request you to go look at the details of it and visit the AWS blog, read about the sustainability pillar. Moving on to the next news headline. The next news headline is coming from AWS AppConfig. AWS AppConfig is introducing a feature flag, which is in preview right now. Feature management tools such as CloudBees are heavily used for similar kind of productivity or rolling out new features in production. So what does AppConfig feature flag provides you? You can go and create a feature flag, which is this option over here. And AppConfig is going to provide you this capability using which you can continuously iterate your application based on the customer feedback. These iterations are mostly comprised of introduction of new features within the application or tuning the features to cope with operational events such as increasing limits or improving fault tolerance. Feature flags, also known as feature toggles, are widely used by developers and DevOps professionals to quickly enable or disable features within their application code. One common use case is that you simply want to launch a new feature to the application, and developers can deploy the application code in advance and hide it behind a feature flag that doesn't allow or prevents the end user from consuming that feature or accessing that feature. When it is time to make the feature flag public or the feature public, developer enables the feature flag and the functionality becomes available to every user they want to. This is another good feature that AWS AppConfig is providing now. and which will bring in some capabilities that we already have with feature management tools such as CloudBees. Moving on to the next news headline. This news is about .NET 6 on AWS. .NET 6 applications can already use many AWS services without additional work. For example, you can deploy a new virtual machine instance by adding command to install .NET 6 runtime as part of the deployment. The instance will support .NET 6 applications. Primarily, as of now, what I remember, it is all about the EC2 instances or the images that are supporting .NET 6. It's not the Lambda that is supporting .NET 6. Lambda still is running at .NET Framework 3.1, and I believe in near future we'll get all those things available with all of the services, but a lot of services are now supporting .NET 6. So please go ahead and look at the services that can utilize .NET 6 applications. Moving on to the next news headline. This news is coming from Amazon S3. Amazon S3 has reduced storage price up to 31% in 3 S3 storage classes from December of this year, December 1st. And the prices are reduced for S3 standard infrequent access, S3 one zone infrequent access in 9 AWS regions. Data transfer is also another area that they have reduced. Now, the data transfer from AWS regions to internet is free up to 100 GB of data per month, up from 1 GB per region. This includes Amazon EC2, Amazon S3, ELB, and so forth. The data transfer extension of the limit is not applied to AWS China and AWS Gulf Cloud. Data transfer from CloudFront is also free up to 1 terabyte per month from 50 GB, and it is not limited to first 12 months after sign up. This is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell icon for future updates. This is your host Bhavesh Kumar signing off. Thank you.